Hello? Hello. All right. So, today, super special impromptu stream here. Um, World Eaters 10th edition Codex went up for pre-order over the weekend, and someone kindly pretty much uploaded the whole thing to Imgur. Thank you, Imgur. So we're going to kind of go through the new rules. We're going to kind of compare to current existing rules, at least for the next few, at least like next week or week and a half when the new rules drop. So we'll be doing a little compare contrast. Um, and yeah, a little background for me. I had two stints in Warhammer. When I was younger, back in 2004, 2000, 2004, when I first was introduced to the hobby, I played Eldar, uh, Beltane, Craft World specifically, um, and I did it for a few years. Really didn't get that invested. It was kind of just, all these new friends I made, they play, so I'm gonna play. And the lore was interesting. I really didn't pay much attention to it. And then fast forward to 2020, uh, like, gosh, maybe like 2 weeks or a week before shutdown officially happened. I just like, yeah, you know what? Let's jump back in. So I started with Tyranids. Um, I then went to Necrons, then Thousand Suns, Chaos Knights, and then World Eaters. I do have a small Dark Angels force, but yeah, I've been throughout my time with Warhammer 40k. Currently, I've played mostly Thousand Suns and World Eaters. So I am by no means competitive. I don't. My group and I, we do pretty casual games and such like that. So this is coming from more of a casual um, place. I know there's plenty of reviews already out there from more of a competitive point of view and such like that. So, yeah, we'll just be we're going to start with the army rules and kind of go from there. So, first we have the Blessings of Corn, or as I like to call it, the Corn Slot Machine. So, every faction is World Eaters. At the start of your battle round, you can make a Blessings of Corn roll. To do so, roll 8d6. You can then use those dice to activate two Blessings of Corn. Each blessing specifies the dice result is required. Blah 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 blah. You can only activate each Blessing of Corn once per battle round. Any unused dice from the Blessing of Corn roll are then discarded. Once activated, each Blessing of Corn roll applies to all units from your army with this ability until the end of the battle round. The general rule hasn't changed since the 10th edition index. But from what I understand here, some of the actual blessings themselves have changed. Pact of Blood, that's new when we got here. When mustering your army, unless specifically stated otherwise, you cannot select Blood Legions as your army faction. I believe that is to do with the demons, the Corn Demons. So first, we have for any double, Unbridled Bloodlust. You can reroll charge rolls made for that unit. Pretty good for, essentially, what you're going to get, 100% of the time. You'll get a doubles. Um, and that's one ups. So, any double. Next is Rage Fueled Irrigation on a 2-up doubles. Again, each time model is been each time model in this unit makes a pile in or consolidation move in 6 instead of 3. Pretty good. consolidation of pylons can be super clutch and super helpful. Um, and then we have for so these are both new. In the old rules, we had any doubles +2 movement characteristic for models in this unit. That was always a go-to for me. So I'm actually pretty sad to see that go. Along with Wrathful Devotion, which was the other any doubles blessing that was a 6-up Feel No Pain. Those two were always my go-tos. At least in like the second battle round. First battle round for sure, giving that +2 movement was super nice. Because that was +2 on everything. And you could just throw Angron up that field with that +2. It made the difference. So I am pretty sad to see those go. Let's see, Total Carnage. It changed from a double 4-up to 2 4-ups or any triples to just a double 3-up. Gives you when a model in this unit is destroyed by a melee attack, if it has not fought that phase, roll a d6 on a 4-up. Do not remove from play. The model essentially gets to attack and then remove from play. So it's actually, I think, statistically easier to get Total Carnage um, now than prior, because before you needed double 4s. Or any triples. So now they decreased it to triple or double 3s. So that's pretty good. Martial Excellence, which was before a double 3-up, now is a double 4-up or any triples, giving sustained hits to all melee weapons, which was pretty good. Occasionally I would use it if I was going against a big horde of units and I just needed to deal as much damage and roll as many dice as possible. Warp Blades um, did not change. Original rules was double 5s or any triples. Lethal hits on your melee weapons. That came in super clutch if I was going against high toughness targets, especially with Berserkers and the Jackals. So that was pretty good. And then a brand new one, other brand new one. We also lost Unbridled Bloodlust. Unbridled Bloodlust changed. Sorry, I didn't catch this. It was also declared. So Unbridled Bloodlust in the beginning of 10th edition was advance and charge. Now it's just reroll charge rules. But now we have brand new decapitating strikes, double 6s, or any triple 3-ups, which is giving dev wounds, which we'll probably see some play. I can't imagine. I mean, still rolling double 6s or triple 3s. I mean, it's gonna happen, but we'll kind of see on that. I'll be very curious how things go as we get games in and kind of experiment with these different blessings. All right, let's go next page. Berserker Warband. So, yeah, where is it? Was the detachment we got at the beginning of 10th edition. So let's read it. Rules. Relentless Rage. Each time a World Eaters unit from your army makes a charge move, until the end of that turn, add one to attacks and add 2 to strength for the melee weapon. So, yeah, that's actually a slight buff. Um, Prior rule was just +1 or add 1 to strength and attacks. This is add 1 to attacks and add 2 to strength. I believe that might even, I mean, we'll check when we get to the data sheets, but I think that is going to be putting Zergers at strength 7 or strength 6, I believe. At least for a standard chain axes, and then maybe 8, strength 8 for the the two-hander. All right, so enhancements. Oh, the Berserker Glaive. The Berserker Glaive saw a lot of what do you call it? Saw a lot of nerfs throughout the edition since its first release. Um, so pretty much the go-to combo was giving Berserker Glaive to your Master of Executioners who had dev wounds. Like there were stories out there of I refer to them as moes, Master of Executioner. They are moe. There were stories of moes just one-shotting Primarchs with old dev rules as well as the old Berserker Glaive. Um, but so now the Berserker Glaive, model only, add 1 to attacks and damage characteristic melee weapon, excluding extra weapon attacks. So add 1 to damage, add 1 to melee attacks. Not that big of a deal. Helm of the Brazen Fire. Let's see. Each time each time an attack is allocated to the bearer, subtract 1 from damage. Yeah, so before, this also saw kind of a nerf. Before, it was half the damage. Now it's just -1. So, you know, you're really not going to notice it with, like, damage, damage 2, 3. You're not going to notice it, but above that, damage 4 and up, you'll definitely kind of feel this little nerf right here. Favorite of Corn. Each time you make a Blessing of Rolling Coal, if the bear is on the battlefield, re-roll up to two of the d6 rolled. So before this was, discard ones. It's pretty much simplified and I think pretty good, especially if you're going to be fishing for specific blessings. And then Battle Lust. Really a model only. If you re-roll a charge roll made from this bearer's unit, in addition, while Unbridled Bloodlust Blessing of Corn is activated, add 1 to the charge roll. Okay, so along with getting, the re-roll the charge, if you have the Battle Lust enhancement, you will also be getting +1 to that charge roll, which I think is pretty good. Again, like I said, we'll see how all these play out. Let's see. Next, we got. All right, these are the stratagems. So blood offering, any phase, people, one roll your unit from your army that was just destroyed, is within range of 1 or more objective markers you control at the end of the previous phase. Use a stratagem. That unit, even though it was destroyed, pretty much lets you remain control under an objective that a unit was just wiped off of. So this would be great for jackals and goremongers, or fleshy infantry, or cultist unit. They die on a point. The point can still be yours. We have hack and slash. During the fight phase. Army has not been selected to fight in that phase, but made a charge move. Improve AP. Improve AP by 1. 1 CP, improve AP. I mean, you'll see it. It's very specific. We'll have to see if any of the AP actually changed. For the for any of the weapons for anyone. Resilience. Fight phase just after an enemy unit has selected its target. So pretty much, yeah, when you get attacked, you can activate this 2 CP, kind of a lot. subtract 1 from damage. So I mean that could be really good. You got a unit of Zerkers, then they're going to be taking 2 damage. Like they're up against a 2-3 damage, other unit, and this could definitely help. Skulls for the Skull Throne. We have Blessing of Corn rolls activated until the end of battle round. So it essentially allows you 5 phase just after a Worlders unit from your army destroys a character or monster unit. You essentially get to make another blessing roll, and will get a third blessing, which that could be really good. That could be really good. Um, but again, it's all dependent on when you make that kill. I mean, if it's the first unit you choose to fight kills a unit or kills a character or monster, then you'll the rest of your units still left to fight will be able to make use of that additional blessing you can give them. Next we have apolytic apolectic whatever apolectic frenzy is for corn berserkers only. Uh, advance and charge for Zerker units. 1 CP, I think that's really good for advance and charging. That is definitely going to be, if I'm going to be running this detachment, definitely be one of mine I use. And then we have Zerker's Wrath. Your opponent's shooting phase just after an enemy has shot. Again, only for Corn Berserkers. They can make a Blood Surge as do not roll a d6 to determine how far the model can move. Instead, move models up to 8. That's really interesting. Especially even for 1 CP. That could easily get. Now, has just shot. Just after enemy unit has shot. So, even if an enemy unit just takes pot shots at you and doesn't deal any damage, I believe you can activate this unless I think Blood Surge only triggers when a model is killed. Even so, having the ability to move 8 inches in any direction during your enemy shooting phase can be amazing. It can be really good. And for 1 CP, I think that's completely worth it. Next page, Cult of the Blood. So this is going to be our cultist detachment here. Let's see. Idols of Corn. Starting command phase, you select one of the Idols of Corn ability listed below. Until the start of your next command phase, that ability is active, and its effect applied to all rulers, Titanic, and monster units from your army. From your army, you can only select an Idols of Corn ability once per battle. So, again, these are all Jackal and Goremongers. Infinite Rage. Jackals and Goremongers units within 6 inches of this model or within 9 inches of this model is Titanic. Each time a model in that unit makes an attack, add 1 to hit rolls and wound rolls. Pretty good. That's pretty good. Idol of Burning Wrath. 6. Add 1 to movement. Add 1 to advance and charge rolls made for that unit. Also really good. Blessings of Blessed Blood. Sail 6 and then 9. 4 up invuln. That's crazy. That's that's crazy to put on jackals and goremongers. That's funny. All right, and then also keywords. Jackals and goremongers gain the battle line keyword, which means during army construction. So we have Chosen of the Blood God. Add 3 to the bearer's aura abilities. That can be really good. We will kind of see what kind of auras we're working with, but I mean that could be really good for any of them. Butcher Lords, infantry model only during the declared battle formation step. Bear can be attached to a Jackal or Goremonger unit. And if it is attached to the Goremonger unit, that bear has the infiltrator ability just like Goremongers. That could be really good. I'd like to see how that would work on Karn or the Master of Executioner. That'd be really cool. Brazen Form, 1 to toughness and 5 up feel no pain. Again, overall good, I think. I mean, we'll have to look at the points for that, for all these enhancements, but I still think that's, you don't even have to be running all this stuff. Like, that's just good to have. And then Strategic Slaughter. After both players have deployed their armies, select up to 3 Jackals and or Goremonger units from your army and redeploy them. If you do so, you can set these up in strategic reserves regardless of how many units are already in there. Alright, so redeploy for 3 units of Jackals and Goremongers. I don't like Jackals. I'm just going to be perfectly honest. I hate them. I hate putting them together. They were a pain in the ass. They've been a bitch and a half also to paint. So I'm good with my 10. I do not think I will be getting more Jackals, so I probably will not be running Cult of Blood. But anyway, let's look at their stratagems. Bloody Vengeance. Target, World Eater Monster, or Titanic. So I believe that would be... I actually don't... That might be the Lord of Skulls, and that's it. Maybe if you add... if you soup in a knight. But we'll kind of see there. Go away. Sorry about that. um, until the end of battle, each time a model in a Jackal or Gormonier from your army makes an attack, reroll hit rolls. Or that attacks the enemy unit that just destroyed your unit, reroll attack rolls. Okay. Drawn to the slaughter. Any phase, 1 Jackal unit from an army that was just destroyed. Okay. Unit destroyed. Add a new unit of your army identical to the destroyed unit to the strategic reserve at its starting strength. So you get, get to res a Jackal unit. That's really good. 2 CP, a little hefty, but I mean, if you're going to be running lots of Jackals, which this detachment wants you to, I mean, you're running like 60. You're running like you're potentially running 60 total Jackals, 6 units of 10. So, you're going to be running lots of bodies. Let's see. In the Shadow of the Brass Idol. When your opponent's shooting phase or the fight phase just after an enemy unit has selected its targets. Jackal Roman unit from your army was selected as a target. Until the end of that phase, models in your unit have Feel No Pain 6. If they are within 6 inches of a monster or 9. So monster will definitely be Angron. And then 9 for Titanic. That goes up to 5 up. Really good. Again, I don't... So, giving that Feel No Pain to the Jackals, giving them more survivability for what they got. So, Bloodthirsty Horde. Fight phase. Jackal Goremonger unit. Has not been selected to fight this phase and is within engagement range of 1 or more enemy units. Till the end of each of your until the end of the phase, each time your unit is selected to fight when determining which models is eligible to fight, any model in that unit that are within 3 of 1 or more enemy models are eligible to fight. Hold on, that's weird. Hold on. Until the end of the phase, each time your unit is selected to fight, when determining which models in it are eligible to fight, any models in your unit that are within 3 of 1 or more enemy models are eligible to fight. When resolving those attacks, such models are target an enemy unit within 3. And okay, so it just gives you better fighting. Okay. All right. Fail not to the blood god. Jackals are goremongers, of course, until the end of the phase. Fight phase, by the way. Each time a model in your unit makes an attack, reroll hit rolls of 1, 6 inches, 9 inches, reroll all hit rolls. Pretty good. 1 CP, really good. All right. Ooh. Brazen Idols, you have 2 CP, your command phase, and the target is a monster or titanic. Select the Idol of Infinite Rage, Idol of Burning Wrath, or Idol of Blessing Blood until the start of your next command phase. That Idol of Corn ability is active for your unit instead of any other idols of Corn ability that has activated your turn. You can only use the stratagem once. So it allows you to do 2 idols instead of just one. Again, that can be pretty good. But yeah, let's go on to the next detachment. Boom, the Demonkin. All right, so I have opinions about this. Hold on one sec. I want to. Uh, uh, there we go. I don't necessarily, on paper, like the whole putting demons into the Legion-specific codexes. I think it's a lazy way for GW to pad out, especially like World Eaters and Emperor's Children and Thousand Sons. It's kind of a cheap and lazy way to expand the army roster without actually giving us more dedicated World Eater units. And I've seen plenty of complaints online, and I want to play World Eaters because I want to play World Eaters. I don't want to play personally. I don't want to play cultists. I don't want to play demons. If I wanted to play demons, I'd have a Khorne demon army. You know, and I do feel bad for a lot of the solo demon players who are kind of getting pigeonholed into, well, now you got to start another essentially a new army. But let's go here. Each time a Blood Legion or World Eaters unit from your army destroys an enemy unit, roll a d6. On a 3-up, you gain a Blood Tithe point. Oh! Oh, they gave us Blood Tithe. Oh, no. Oh, no, I might have to play this. Son of a bitch. I might have to get some Khorne demons now. Because I love Blood Tithe. I love Blood Tithe. It's fun. It's interesting. You spend more of your BT units until the end of, and they stick till the end of battle. But this Blood Tithe is slightly different, unless they clarify. No. Okay. So you are only getting Blood Tithe on a 3-up when your army destroys an enemy unit. You're no longer gaining Blood Tithe. Okay, and it's not like in combat or anything. Okay. So you're not getting it from. It's not the old Blood Tithe rules where you're getting it for your own units destruction and enemy units destruction. That kind of sucks. But we'll see. What do we get here? Enraged, observation, education. I can't speak today. 5-up, feel no pain against psychic attacks and mortal wounds. Psychic attacks, that's army dependent. Mortal wounds, that can be really good. That's 2 Blood Tithe. 3 Blood Tithe gives you Lance ability. Melee weapons only by the demon units give Lance. What is... Hold on. What does the Lance keyword do again? Because I actually don't know. Add 1 to wound rolls on a charge. Okay. That could be good. For 4, Boons of Blood. give your demons 5-up invul. So that's I'm fairly certain they're keeping their 4-up invul. Sorry, giving them a 4-up invul. You know, now 5, the Might of Corn, and this is until the end of battle. To activate one of the following abilities until the end of the battle. Units from your Blood Legion units from your army gain the Blessings of Corn ability. So pretty much you spend 5 on. Hold on, I gotta go back here. Yeah, okay, so it allows your demon units to use the blessings. Oh, there we go. 5 blood ties with this new way. That's going to be tricky. That's going to be tricky to get. I'm really not feeling this. I got excited because I saw Blood Tithe, but after reading it, I don't know. I mean, I'll definitely try it out once or twice. Then obviously gives you, for a 1,000-point battle, you can have up to 500 points. 2,000, it's half your army gets to be demons. And no Blood Legion from your army can be your warlords, so Scarbrand and Bloodthirsters can't be your warlords. Which sucks, but whatever. Alright, Icon of War. Rule to your units, models only, while a friendly blood demon unit is within 6 of this bearer, that unit has Blessing of Corn ability. Okay. If the Mighty of Corn ability is active for your army, friendly 6, can reroll Battle Shock. Okay, so if you have the Might of Corn activated, then they get to reroll Battle Shock, which, whatever. This could be good, but you kind of got it's going to be very specific. Let's see. Bloodforged Armor, Blood Legion or World Eater unit. The bearer has a 2-up save, and if the bearer is destroyed, you gain a Blood Tithe. Okay. I mean, giving a 2-up save, that's pretty much just going to be going on the Lord on Juggernaut, the Lord on Juggernaut, and probably the Massive Executioner, and maybe the new. Well, we'll have to, because I haven't looked at any of this. This is all brand new to me. I haven't looked through this, so I'm learning with everyone. So that could be good, but there we go. Oh, Lord on Juggernaut only. Okay, model only. During the declare battle formation step, this bear can be attached to Bloodcrushers or Fleshhounds. Good. That sucks that it's a fucking enhancement and not just a generic rule that you pretty much have to spend points for your Lord on Juggernaut model to be attached to Blood Crushers or Fleshhounds. The bear has Deep Strike, whatever. That sucks. I'd be honest, that should just be the Lord on Juggernaut should just be able to attach to Blood Crushers without an enhancement. This detachment's it's not. I'm not feeling it. That really sucks. Blades of Endless Bloodshed. Add 1 to character strength and damage characteristics of melee weapon. Each time the bearer's unit destroys an enemy unit with a melee attack, do not roll. You automatically gain 1. That's the best one out of these. I honestly think that's the best one, and it's probably, if you're going to be running this detachment, you'll be running Blades of Endless Bloodshed. I'm really disappointed with this one. Honestly, I'm super disappointed. All right, let's look at the maybe there's a good maybe here. All right, any phase summoned by slaughter. All right, bloodletter unit allows you to jump in any phase where when the last model in a unit is destroyed before moving into play. One letter unit that is so you got to have bloodletters in reserve. Set these unit up anywhere on the battlefield, only within 9 of that destroyed model and not within engagement range of any more. Then remove that model once per battle. Again, situational. If you're like packed in there, you could easily, you know, get trapped out with that 9-inch, the 9-inch deep strike restriction. Demonic Fury, or demon units. Select friendly world leader unit within 6 of your unit. Till the end of that turn, melee weapons. Okay, so okay, so yeah, you're able to give a Blood Legion. Um, all right, so your Blood Legion unit is able to give a World Eater's unit lance. Okay, for 1 CP, that's okay. And if Demonic Rage is activated, you also have Twin Linked, which allows you to reroll wounds. So yeah, it's okay for 1 CP. It's okay. Worthy Skull. After a Blood Legion or World Eater unit from your army has fought and one or more enemy characters or monsters have been destroyed. Target. Okay, D3. And you can spend one or more activate. Okay, okay. This is all right. This is looking like a good one. Kill a character or monster, gain D3 blood points, and you can spend the one or more blood points you just got to activate another one of the blood tithe abilities. So it can give you another activating another blood tithe in the middle of your phase. That's pretty good. I think that's the best so far out of this bunch. Blessings of the Burning Blood. Opponent shooting phase or the fight phase just after the enemy has selected its target. One demon unit within your army that is within 6 of a World Eater unit selected as a target. Give your World Eater unit 5 up invuln. Alright, that's pretty good. Our Berserkers don't have invulns, so that can be really good on Berserkers. If the Boon of Blood is active, the World Eater unit goes up to a 4 up invuln. Pretty good. Again, situationally, you kind of got to group everyone together, stay grouped up. But yeah, no, I could see that definitely getting play. Definitely. Then we had Demon Tide. My command phase, or your command phase. Uh, One World Eater unit from your army. Select one friendly demon unit from within 6 of your unit. One destroyed mountain model, or up to 3 destroyed beast models, or up to D6 destroyed infantry models are returned. Okay, so you get one Juggernaut back, D3 Flesh Hounds, and D6 Bloodletters returned with their full wounds. Cannot be used to return destroyed characters attached to those units. That could be okay. Getting D6 Bloodletters could make a difference on an objective, but they're okay. All right, and these are all 1 CP, so you're not paying that 2 CP tax on anything. I personally don't believe anything here. I think those are all correct. I don't think any of these should be worth 2. But here we go. Last one. End of your opponent's fight phase. One demon unit from your army that is on the battlefield and not within engagement range. Okay, so you get to remove it from the battlefield and put it into strategic reserve. Okay. I am not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty disappointed by about it through this one. Um, the what I'm gonna be honest. The disciple of Corn really kind of killed this one for me. I'm gonna be honest. Um, because the fact we did not actually get Zerker Cavalry on Juggernaut. The fact that I have to pay X amount of points for our Lord on Juggernaut to join with Blood Crushers is stupid. It's dumb. I'm not a fan. All right, possessed. All right, so this is going to be our 8 exalted and regular 8 bound. What do you detachment. All right, Brazen Fury. All right. In your opponent's shooting phase, each time an enemy unit has shot, if 8 miles of this unit were destroyed as a result, this unit can make a Brazen Fury move. To do so, roll 1d6. Models in this unit move that number of inches up to that result. Must end move as close as possible to the closest enemy unit. Okay, so it's essentially giving it's going to be giving your 8 bound exalted 8 bound the berserker corn berserker ability to move during your opponent's shooting phase. That could be really good. A model of destroyed, that's a 3 wound model. That's pretty hard, but let's see here. So Slaughterbound model only. So that's the new character we got. You see him right there. So each time this bear makes a Blazing Fury move, is treated as having rolled a 6. Okay, so auto 6 move. That could be pretty good. Um, we have World Dealer Demon model, so that could be your Demon Princes. Each time this bear's unit destroys an enemy unit, roll a d6 on the 4 up, gain a CP. That would be really good. World Eater Demon, again. Yeah, it looks like these are all for the for the Demon Prince. Or Angron. I believe he might have the World Eater's Demon keyword. Oh no, Angron cannot take these because he is a named character. Excuse me. So yeah, just your Demon Prince. Model only. Each time critical hits scored on modified hit 5s instead of 6s. Okay, that could be really good. Depending on the Demon Prince's abilities. And then also stacking that with Blessing of Corn. Having Dev Wounds go off on 5s instead of 6s. Sustained and lethal hits going on 5s and 5s instead of 6s. That's pretty good. Violent Demise. Deadly Demise. All right. Deadly Demise. I inflicts mortal wounds to d6. Roll of 2 up instead of on a 6. Okay, so it's giving you an easier way to explode. Deadly Demise. The bear has Deadly Demise D3. D3 plus 1 instead of D3. I personally believe a generic stratagem for 40k would be an auto explode or an auto demise for units that have Deadly Demise. I always kind of thought that'd be a fun, because oh gosh, I think it was ninth edition Necrons had a stratagem where you'd be able to, I think, blow up a vehicle, like have a vehicle auto detonate. And I remember having lots of fun with that. All right, so we have our stratagems. All right, your opponent's shooting phase. Ooh, we got two 2 CP ones in this one. Let's see what we got. Your opponent's shooting phase or the fight phase has been selected. So one possessed unit. Select to make attack. Subtract 1 from wound rolls. Okay, that could be pretty good. Depending on what's attacking you, a little situational, but that could be really good. Demonic Strength. Let's see, 1 CP in the fight phase. Until the end of the phase, each time an attack made by a model in your unit is allocated to that enemy. If that unit is an 8-bound keyword, and that enemy model is not a monster or vehicle, add 1 to damage. Okay. Damage characteristic of that attack. If that unit has the exalted 8-bound keyword, The model, the model is a monster or vehicle. Add 1 to damage. Okay, so 8 bound for infantry, exalted 8 bound for monsters and vehicles. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Immortal Fury. There we go. Fight phase. Just after an enemy unit has selected its targets. So one of your possessed units. Until the end of phase, each time a model in your unit is destroyed. Okay, so all right, so it's auto fight on death. Instead of uh instead of using your blessing and on a 4-up, you spend 2 CP and it auto happens. That could be okay and situational again, but it's nice that you don't have to A, roll to see if it happens, or B, waste a blessing on that. I think that more than makes up for the two control or command points. Rapid manifestation. One exalted 8-bound unit from your army arriving using deep strike. Anywhere on the battlefield more than 3 horizontally away from an enemy unit. Awesome. Good. You know, uh, you can set up anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 3 horizontally away from all enemy units. But we have the restriction: a unit target with a stratagem is not eligible to declare a charge in this turn. So I guess what you would want to do for this one, since you're not going to be able to charge, um, this could be potentially stealing a control point from an enemy or from your opponent, which can swing, which could swing the game. For 1 CP, I think that's pretty good. If you'll actually excuse me, I gotta get some water. I am dying. Hooah! All right, one sec. There we go. Yeah. All right. Take a sippy. Sorry about that. Probably heard all of that. Movement phase or your charge phase. Unit has not been selected to move or charge until the end of the phase. Each time a model in that unit model in that unit makes a normal advance or fallback or charge, it can move through enemy models, excluding monster vehicles. When doing so, it can move within engagement range of such models, but cannot end the move within engagement range of them. Okay, so you can kind of just go past stuff if you want to charge a unit behind a unit. That's pretty cool. It's interesting. All right, horrifying violence. Enemy unit engagement range. Okay, plus subtract 1 to battle strength, or when you're within engagement range of an 8-bound unit. Whatever. All right. That one was okay. Um, it was okay. All right. Oh, the Rhino. Yeah, the Rhino detachment. Let's go. Um, add 1 to charge rolls for disembarking. Okay, that could be, and lands. Okay, all right. I have 2 land raiders and 2 rhinos, so uh, I think really this one is looking interesting. Definitely looking interesting. Sorry. Sorry about that. All right, let's look at the enhancements here. We have Murderous Onslaught. Roll your model only if this bear's unit disembarked from a transport until the end of turn. Cannot. All right, so you're immune from. All right, so it disembarks. If the bearer of this unit disembarked from a this turn until the end of the turn. Okay, so prevents Overwatch on that unit. That can be good. Depending on who you're going against, because I know some armies can have some bullshit like combos with with oh my god, Overwatch. So situational, but it is okay. Aggressive deployments. In the declare battle formation step, if the bearer starts the battle embarked on a dedicated transport, that dedicated transport has scout. Ooh, ooh, that that put my master of give this to my master of executioner with his squad of 10 zerkers. Get scout 9 in your transport. You can give scout 9 to a goddamn land raider. Okay. Yeah, we're cooking here. We are cooking. I like that. That's awesome. All right. I'm getting excited again. All right, unleash hell. At the start of your shooting phase, you select one vehicle model within 6 of the bearer. If that bearer is embarked within the transport, you can select that transport model until the end of that phase. After the selected model has shot, select one enemy unit hit by one or more of those attacks. Until the start of your next turn, that enemy unit is suppressed. While a unit is suppressed, each time a model of that unit makes an attack, subtract 1 to hit roll. So, all right, let me read that again. That's a lot there. All right, at the start of your shooting phase, you can select one vehicle model within 6 of the bearer, or if the bearer is embarked within the transport. You can select the transport model. You can select the transport until the end of the phase. After the selected model has shot, select one enemy unit hit by hit. That's key. Okay. That's key. Hit by, but not damaged or killed. Um. All right. Until the end. Hit by one or more. Until the start of your next turn, the enemy unit is suppressed. While a unit is suppressed, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, subtract 1 from the hit roll. Okay, so, your Rhino shoots. You're most likely going to be using that on a Land Raider. Shoots, and then you get to subtract 1 to hit rolls. Or subtract 1 from hit rolls. Okay, alright. Infernal Infusion. Once per battle, the start of the fight phase can use this enhancement. If it does, fight first. Okay, so this is where they put the fight first. Okay. Depending on the points, that could be really good. I'm still aggressive deployment sounds really fun. And you're getting +1 to charge rolls on top of. Hold on. Are you um? Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, that was the other thing that gave you +1 to charge. Okay. Still though, awesome. Yeah. Plus, you're adding 1 to charge rolls from the disembark. All right. So we got all 1 CP. Good sign. Good sign. There we go. And one World Eater's infantry unit from your army and one friendly transport in this army that is able to be embarked. All right. Get your for the fight phase. Jump back in the truck. That could be really good. I know Tau have a very similar. I believe Tau have a very similar stratagem for getting out, shooting, and then jumping back in a transport. All right, movement phase. One World Eater vehicle unit model from your army that is not selected to move. Advance and charge. Uh, it can move horizontally through terrain features. Awesome. Uh, Sounds good. All right. Aggressive disembarkment. Disembarkment. That's weird. Your movement phase. Rhino specific. One of your Rhino models from your army has not been selected to move this phase. One unit embarked within the Rhino can disembark. When doing so, models in that unit can be set up anywhere battlefield wholly within 6 of the Rhino, and can be set within engagement range of one or more enemy units. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. 6 inches from the wholly from the Rhino. That's a lot. That's pretty good. Full throttle assault. Let's go. Um, Movement phase. Your Rhino again until the end of that phase. Each time a World Eater unit disembarks from that model after it made a normal move can still charge. This one is definitely. I'm definitely going to be using this one. 100%. 100%. Probably the best stratagem so far, in my unprofessional opinion. Unrelenting advance. Your opponent's shooting phase just after an enemy is shot. Can make a normal move up to 6. Oh my gosh. Model is hit by one or more of the attacking unit's attack. Alright. Restriction. A unit cannot be targeted by this stratagem and the Fury of the Unleashed stratagem in the same phase. Alright, what's Fury of Unleashed? Opponent shooting phase just after an enemy has been shot. Rhino model has one or more wounds remaining and was hit by one or more attacks. One Khorne Berserker unit embarked within your model. Hold on. One Khorne Berserker unit embarked within your model can disembark and make a Blood Surge move. Okay. Unit cannot be targeted by this stratagem and Unrelenting. Okay. I'm liking this one. I'm really liking this detachment. This is one that definitely I think I will definitely try to play. All right, all right? That is it for detachment. Now, the Khorne. Okay, so the Khorne Lord of Skulls is Titanic and has the demon keyword. Okay, towering chaos vehicle Lord of Skulls. All right, let's look at the stats. We have a 12-inch move, T13, 3 up save, 5 up invuln, 24 wounds, leadership 6, OC6. Or OC8, excuse me. Let's see, we have Deadly Demise, D6 plus 2, gets the Blessing of Khorne. Idol of Blessed Blood. At the start of your battle round, if this model is on the battlefield when you make a Blessings of Khorne roll, add 1 additional D6. So you're rolling 9 D6. Okay. Okay. All right. That's, hey, an extra dice. An extra dice there. Okay. Super heavy. Makes a normal advance or fallback. Cannot move through models excluding. Can move through models excluding Titanic. And selecting features 4 inches or less in height. When doing so, engagement range cannot. Blah, 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 blah. All right. So we have its range weapons here. It can either have the Gore Storm cannon. Um, let's see. It's got a lot of stuff. It could either have the model comes with Gore Storm. Okay, so the Gore Storm is always equipped, and it can be replaced with the Demigorg, Demi-Ogre, and the Ichor cannon. So Gore Storm starts 24-inch blast rapid fire 3. So it'll be D6 plus 3, D6 plus 6, I believe, on at 12 inches. 4 up, 10 strength 10, minus 2, 3 damage. Pretty good blast weapon as well. There we go. All right, then we have, it can either be then the Demigorg cannon. Same thing, blast, rapid fire 3, 18 inches though, and only D6. But we're at still a 4 up. We're going to have 4 ups all across. Strength 14. So, you'll be. Yeah, I mean, like another. Like, you're wounded on 3s on other Titanic units. Or other Titanic units. This is going to be your big anti vehicle gun. -4 D6 plus 2. Pretty good. In the Igor cannon, blast again and rapid fire 4, 48 inches. Okay, that's 2d6 shots. 4, strength 7, -2, -2. All right, so this is your infantry killer. Um, I mean, it's one of your one of them. It's one of them. Um, all right, so then we have the Hades Gatling cannon, which I believe is this baby right here, can be replaced with the Skull Hurler. The Hades Gatling cannon, rapid fire 6, sustain hits 1, 48, 12 attacks, 4s, 8s, 2 -2. I just think the Hades. I don't know why you would take the Ichor cannon. I mean, I guess if you really want, if you're going against lots of infantry, I guess you would take both. Want both of them equipped. But Hades Gatling Cannon's going to be your go-to. It's a Space Marine killer. You'll be wounded Marines on 2s. So -2 and damage 2 for 12 attacks with rapid fire 6 and sustained hits 1. You'll be throwing out a lot of attacks there. And then the Skull Hurler. Rapid fire 3, 60 inches. 6-0. So you're getting rapid fire on 3. 2d6, strength 4, or ballistic skill 4, 14, strength 14, -3, 3. Okay, that's yeah. Again, so if you're going to be going against infantry, take the Hades. If you want this guy to just take care of vehicles and monsters, Skull Hurler and Demigore, excuse me. And then we got the Great Cleaver. The strike attack, 6 attacks on 3s, strength 16, -4, 8 damage. Whew. That's a Primarch stat line with only a 3. And then the sweep, 18, 3s, 8s, -2, -2. Marine killer, like I said. Yeah. That's this is one of my favorite. So I've getting a little opinion here. Excuse me one moment. All right. I think the Lord of Skulls, it's silly, it's a stupid model, but it's the most. I think it's like the perfect encapsulation of Warhammer 40k. Is this model? You know, I love it. I don't have one. I want one really bad. I know. Gosh, maybe a few months ago, someone won or highest ranked at a grand tournament, ran 2 Lord of Skulls and Angron, and it did really well. So we'll see. And I think, speaking of Angron, there he is. You know what? Let's read. What does Angron have to say? The despoiler speaks of vengeance, of the toppling of empires. Let him concern himself with such petty things. The blood god cares not for cares only for slaughter, and I am his eternal servant. And so I go where cities burn and blood flows. I care not for power. I do not seek glory. I am carnage incarnate. By my hand shall entire worlds be drowned in gore. I don't actually think Angron can say that in his demon form. He has barely speaks. He just screams. All right, so we have monster character fly. Uh, Chaos, Khorne, Demon, Primarch, and Angron. So, let's look at here. We have a 14 movement, T11, 2 up save with 4 up invuln, 16 wounds, 5 up leadership, and 6 O save. So we have Deadly Demise, D6, and a Deep Strike. All right, so they added his Khorne ability. No, wait a minute. Okay, yeah. At the start of the battle round, when you make a Blessing of Khorne roll, if this model is destroyed, triple sixes. All right, so instead of having it included in the blessings, it's just added to Angron. Just has it on his character sheet. All right, triple sixes. Instead of activating any Blessing of Khorne ability at the start of the battle. If you do, this model is no longer destroyed, and in the reinforcement step of your movement phase is set up anywhere on the battlefield. D-strike ability with 8 wounds. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. That's a nerf. Um, the Reborn in Blood, his resurrection ability in Index allowed him to come back at full. That I think I've got in the many games I've played of 10th edition with World Eaters, I have never gotten the triple six and either A, be running Angron in my list, or he is still alive, and I'll roll that triple six. Um, so he set up. Okay, it's nice. He set up anywhere, deep strike, but with only 8 wounds remaining. Okay, so I mean he's not bracketed, but still, eh. All right, so we have his strike. We have dev wounds on both. All right. So we have 8 attacks on 2 up, strength 14, AP minus 3, D6 plus 2 damage. So averaging 6 damage per 8 strike, all dev wounds. Gonna kill stuff. Sweep, also dev wounds, 6, 2, 7, 2, 2. Alright. Alright, let's look at the Wrathful Presence. At the start of the battle round, select one Wrathful Presence ability, see left, until the start of the next battle round. This model has the ability. Alright. Each time you make a Blessing of Khorne roll, if this model is on the battlefield, re-roll up to 6 of the d6s rolled. Okay, that's pretty good. Aura, Overwhelming Wrath. Each time an enemy unit within 6 of this model is selected to fall back, must take a leadership test. If failed, it must remain stationary. Okay. So yeah, if your enemy wants to fall back, make a leadership. They'll probably make it anyway, but there'll be one or two times it doesn't work and they remain stationary. Okay, this one is looking like the best so far. Driven by Ultimate Rage. While friendly World Eater units within 6 of this model, you can ignore any and all modifiers to that unit's movement characteristic, and in friendly enemy unit, you can ignore any and all modifiers to that unit's move characteristic. Can ignore. You don't have to. And advantage charge rules made for it. Each time a model in that unit makes a melee attack, you can ignore. Oh, okay. So you can ignore modifiers to attack, to weapon skill, and hit. Okay, to hit and to wound rolls, or weapon skill and to hit rolls. Okay, that one's pretty good, and that will include Angron himself. Um, So if they use a stratagem, your opponent, uses a stratagem to, your -1 to hit or +1 to hit, whatever. Then yeah, Angron can, or any other unit. Hold on, well, a friendly unit within. Yeah, it can be any unit. So you don't have to just choose one. Okay. That's pretty good. Excuse me one sec. Sorry for all the drinking voices. I'm talking a lot. All right, Angron. The big nerf here is Reborn in Blood. It's kind of shitty to see that. He doesn't come back at full. But all right, let's go on next. Karn, my boy, the boy, the guy. Let's go. 8-inch move, T4, only 3-up save. Okay, with a 4-up invuln, 5 wounds. Is he decrease wounds? Hold on, hold on, hold on. No, he was always at. Okay. For whatever reason, I thought he was at 6 wounds. Anyway. All right. So, what abilities? We have leader. Oh, infantry character, epic hero, grenades, chaos, Khorne, and Karn the Betrayer. Legendary killer. While this model is leading a unit, reroll hit rolls to 1 and reroll wound rolls of 1. Awesome. Based. Amazing. Let's see. The Betrayer. At the end of your charge phase, if this model is leading a unit, that unit is not within engagement range of one or more enemy units. Take a leadership test for this model. So for Karn, leadership 6. Failed. One bodyguard unit is destroyed. So kills one of those guys. Classic Betrayer, Betrayer rule. Berserker Fury. Each time a model, this model is destroyed, at the end of a phase, roll a d6 on a 2-up, set this model back up on the battlefield as close as possible, with 3 wounds remaining. Okay, that is a buff. Prior Berserker Fury was Fight on Death. Now he comes back on a 2-up with 3 wounds and can do it indefinitely until you stop rolling 3s or 2s. Excuse me, 2-ups. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see. All right. Oh, interesting. They added a supercharge. Damn, that sucks. His old plasma pistol was always supercharged and did not have the hazardous keyword. That stinks. Um, so it essentially just has the standard plasma pistol. So it's just plasma pistol. It's no longer Karn's plasma pistol. That's a shame. All right, Gorechild, 8 to strength 7. All right, he increased strength. Earlier he was strength 6. Now he's up to 7. So he'll get up to strength 8, easy. And that was one of the things that was always weird. His strength was only 6, and you were really only ever getting it up to 7. So you're still wounding like other Marines on 3s. But now, at least in Zerker Warband, you'll be getting Karn up to strength 8, easy. All right. Let's see next. Lord Invocata. Vocatus. Lord Avocatus. All right. So we have a mounted character, epic hero, Chaos Khorne, Lord Invocatus. So we have a 10-inch move, T6, 3-up save, 4-up invul, 8 wounds, leadership 6, OC 2. Leader, deep strike, and scout 6 inches, blessing of Khorne. All right, we have fire riders. When this model is leading a unit, we can see he can only. See, this is this thing. He can only lead these units. Don't like that. Should. Okay. Models in that unit have the deep strike ability, and each time a model in that unit makes a normal advanced fallback charge, or charge move. It can move horizontally through models and terrain. No, excuse me, features. When when making those moves, um, models in that unit can move within engagement range of enemy models, but cannot end the move in engagement range and desperate escape. Blah blah blah. And then we have Bloody Stampede. Each time this model's unit ends a charge move, select one of the enemy units within engagement range of this model. Roll a d6. On a 2 to 3, unit suffers a 1 mortal. 4 to 5, d3 mortals. 6, d3 plus 3 mortals. Okay, so, mortals on charge. We have regular bolt pistol, standard array. We have Crowd's Bane, or Coward's Bane, his chain axe. 7 attacks, 2 up, 6, strength 6, AP 2, 2 damage. Then we have the Horns, which are the extra attacks, and have Lance. So you'll be rerolled in wounds on this one. With 4 attacks, on 3s, 6s, minus 1, 2 damage. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Who is next? Lord on Jug. Alright, so only the normal Lord on Jug with that enhancement allows him to go with with the Juggernauts. Shouldn't have to pay an enhancement to do that. It's whatever. Okay. Core, he's a leader. Aggressive advance. While this model is leading a unit, models in that unit have 10. All right. And can make a normal advance, move horizontally through terrain features. Okay, so I mean, obviously, because we don't have non-demon cavalry units of our own, it needs to give the 8-bound and Zerkers the 10-inch move, which is fine. That's fine. Crush all who stand before us. Each time this model's unit is selected to fight, you can use this ability. When determining which models in this unit are eligible to fight, any model in this unit that are within 3 inches of one or more enemy models are eligible to fight. When resolving those attacks, such models can target one of those enemies within the engagement range and within engagement range of their units. Okay, so just gives you a little extra, what do you call it? A little extra uh, distance on your attacks. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty good. Master of Executioner. Let's see it. 8-inch move, T4, 3 up save, 4 wounds, 6 up, and 1. Leader, Blessing of Corn. Oh, we also have infantry character Chaos Corn Moe. So, forwards for blood. While this model is leading a unit, you can reroll advance rolls made with this unit, and each time that unit makes a blood surge, you could reroll the d6 used to determine that. So yeah, you're going to be wanting this guy with your with your berserkers, which I think most people put him with. Worthy Skulls. So yeah, this is his character. He's a character killer. Yep, because he's got precision there. Each time this model makes a melee attack against a character, reroll hits and wounds. Pretty good. And when it destroys a character, gain a CP. Also pretty good. Alright, I think they lowered his attacks. No, there was always 5 attacks. Okay. Yeah, they added you gain a command point. That's new. That's pretty good. They did take away his fight first. He did have fight first. It's gone. But I think re-rolling advanced rolls, especially when you can combo that with advance and charge. Oh, Midwest Wargamings. Midwest War Games. Howdy, howdy. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Are you a 40Ker? Wow. Yeah. All right. Well, let's keep going here. Yep. Can only be attached to Corn Berserkers. So, yep. Good old Master of Executioner, the Moe, was always, I think, for a time, a auto include, for World Eaters. Definitely an auto include for me, just because he's our only Footlord. Well, was our only Footlord. Speaking of, or is it next page? Yep, next page. Demon Princes. So we have without wings first. We have Lord of. Or first we have movement 10, T10 to up save for a Binvuln, 10 wounds, 6 leadership, and OC3. All right, we have Deadly Demise D3. We have Lord of Murder. 3 inches. All right, when he's within 3, he is lone operative. Can't be targeted. Pretty good. Love it. Love it. Love it. Devastating Aura. Each time this model makes a charge move until the end of that term, its melee weapons have dev wounds. Okay? And kind of just looking over here, that'll be pretty good. And then over here, we have Direct the Slaughter. Oh, nice. Awesome, man. How are you? What are your feelings on the book so far? This is I'm kind of reacting to this my first time. Uh, so yeah, I'm curious how you feel about the changes so far. All right, direct the slaughter. Once per battle round, one model from your army with this ability can use it when a friendly World Eater unit within 12 of that model is targeted with a stratagem. Reduce the stratagem cost. Okay, so yeah, a lot of those 2 CPs can go down to 1. Okay, so once per battle, you know that can be pretty clutch and pretty good in there. All right, let's look at the weapons. He's got his little arm cannon thing. Rapid fire 1, 24 inches, 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, 5 strength 5, -1, 2 damage. Okay. I mean, you're wounding Marines on 3s. Um, and maybe killing 1. Maybe. All right, we have the strike and sweep. Strength. We have a on the charge. Remember, this is each time this model makes a charge. So, I mean, it might as well just have dev wounds on here. Well, not might as well, but just remember this is coming with dev wounds. So 8 attacks on 2s, strength 8, -2, 3 damage. That's going to be your again, I keep saying it, your marine killer right there. Then your sweep, 16 attacks. I'm loving it. It was a main from the start of the edition and then took a small break to practice other armies. Yes, no, I do agree. They have definitely upped the Corn is no longer World Eaters are no longer Unga Bunga uh, hit things. They've definitely added more strategy and such. Yes, you definitely need to learn spacing, engagement range. They're adding a lot of abilities for us to with pile-ins and such like that. So it definitely, I agree, a lot more strategic. Um, but yeah, Demon Prince without wings is looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. And then he's gonna have Demon Prince, monster character, Chaos and Corn, of course. So he's gonna be a lot. He's gonna get a lot of those enhancements for. He potentially getting a lot of those enhancements for the demons. Oh yeah, no, I think I need. I have the old Demon Prince, the old plastic one, not the old one, but the old plastic one. Um, Unfortunately, it's kind of converted for how Thousand Suns, so I think I'm gonna have to pick up another Demon Prince and corn him out. Uh, because yeah, this is looking really good, really good. All right, now let's look at with wings. So wings gives us fly, of course, and with the fly gives us 4 additional movement, -1 toughness, then same everything else. Deadly Demise and a Deep Strike. Okay. Bloodied Terror. At the start of the fight phase, each enemy within engagement range of this model must take a battle shock test, subtracting 1, units below half. Battle shock is battle shock. It's been a minute. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a minute since I've played. Battle shock has rarely come up. I know battle shock is battle shock, leadership, all that stuff throughout the editions has been weird. They keep changing the rules. They want it to affect the game, but there's times where it doesn't. All right, Swooping Predator. Each time this model ends a normal or advance move, you can select one enemy unit that it moved over on a d6, roll d6 on a 4-up, mortal wound. All right. It'll happen once in a while. Suffer a mortal wound. All right. Same stat line for... Is it same stat lines? Yeah, same stat lines for range and melee weapons. All right. Demon Princes, obviously, I really think on foot is the winner here. I think on foot's always going to be the winner. All right, next we have the Slaughterbound. All right, this is first time looking at this guy, our new character. See, because like, while the normal 8-bound, are they down here? Yeah, so while these normal 8-bound and exalted 8-bound, they have blood letters in there. This guy, he's got a in him because he's awesome like that. So we have a 10-inch move, T6, 3 up, 5 up, 6 wounds, 6 up, 1 OC. Deadly Demise 1 or D3, and a leader. Let's see, Blessing of Corn, obviously. While this model is leading a unit, you can return a bodyguard unit for free. Awesome. Amazing. No roll required. Just bring back an 8-bound or exalted 8-bound. Depending on his point cost, that would just be worth it enough if you're going to be, especially if you're running the possessed detachment. All right, Possessed Lord. Once per battle at the start of the fight phase, this model can use this ability. If it does, until the end of the phase. Okay, once per battle, add 3 to attack characteristics of melee weapons and give it dev wounds. Okay, so let's look at that. We're sitting at 6 attacks onto strength 8, -2 damage. Bumping that up to 9 on 2s, 8s, 2s, 2s. We have a lot more just not. Shut up. He is 90 points. Ooh. 90 points he could bring back just one 8-bound. Awesome. That's I think that's really good. In my opinion, I think that's really good. Yeah, okay. Awesome. All right. Let's see. Lord of the 8-bound. If this model is attached to a possessed during the declare battle formation step at the end of this until the end of this battle, this model has deep strike and scout 6 inches. All right. So, yeah, he gains the deep strike. Oh. Yeah, you're right. He does not have a feel no pain. Okay. He doesn't have a that does stink. Okay. Okay. All right. I still think 90 points is good in my opinion, but all right. I'm really liking it. I unfortunately I did not get a chance to pre-order any of the World Eater stuff over the weekend. We were super busy, but I'll be able to get him pretty darn soon. All right, 8 bound. So we have a 10-inch move, T6, threes and fives, threes, six, and one. All right, 8 bound give you the scout. Oh, oh, I see what you mean. All the 8 bound lost their feel no pains. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Ah, that kind of sucks. All right. Well, let's see what we got. Let's see what they got here. Beacon of Rage. Aura. When a friendly unit within 6 of this unit, each time that. Wait, hold on. Oh no, is that? Am I cringing? Is that me? Oh no. Did I get something wrong? Oh god. Oh no. Sorry. Beacon of Rage. While a friendly World Eater unit is within 6 of this unit, each time a model in that unit makes a melee attack that targets a unit, excluding monsters and targets, or monsters and vehicles, add 1 to the hit roll of the target attacks. Okay. If the target attacks a unit excluding monsters and vehicles that is below half strength, add 1 to wound rolls. Yeah, no. Yeah, we are no longer Codex 8 bound. You are correct. Their survivability has gone down. Um, yeah, no, uh, that's yeah, it's kind of a shame to see them lose the feel no pain. Because especially with the feel no pain blessing is gone now, they've really removed our feel no pains, and that's because they were strength 6 before, right? Yeah, I think okay, they gained 1 inch of move. All right, they were at 9, now they're at 10. Hooray. Okay. Exalted. So we got deep strike, like you do. Each time an enemy. Oh, you didn't look at this. All right. So okay, so they also got rid of our what do you call it? Yeah, they got rid of our everything. Huh. No more lacerators, no more chain fists. At least they have anti-vehicle now, unlike our last chain fists, but still. Ooh, hold on one second. I'm looking through my stuff here. Regular 8 bound. Yeah, they got rid of our eviscerators and our heavy chain glaives. Man, that 150 for 3 8 bound, 160 for exalted. Oh, 300 for 6. Ugh. All right. Okay. Quick math. What is that? It's okay. So let's say we have. All right. So let's take your standard 8 bound unit. If it's 150, that's 50 for just for 3. That's 50 points per uh per 8 bound. With the slaughter bound, you're getting 50 points back per, is it command phase? Yeah, in your command phase. Yes. You are getting 50 points back. Or a little more over there with the exalted. Okay. Um I, oh man, I don't know. I was really hype on the slaughter bound and now the 8 pound have actually kind of dehyped. But no, okay, let's keep going here. Again, same stat line. Uh oh, that should be rip and tear. Come on, guys. That should be rip and tear. Come on. All right, all right. Each time an enemy monster or vehicle unit within engagement range of one or more, each time an enemy monster or vehicle unit within engagement range of one or more units of your army with this ability uh, falls back. Okay, unit must take a desperate escape attempt. Ooh, okay, worthless. Chainblade, 4 attacks. Oh, God, what were they before? I mean, oh, they decreased it. They were hitting on 2s, now they're hitting on 3s. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow, this is something. Ugh. I mean, yeah, we have Anti-Monster 3 and Anti-Vehicle 3. We no longer get twin-linked double-chained fists. We lost our heavy glaive. That sucks. All right, ooh. All right, next slide's gonna be good, right? Hey, the trustees berserkers. Berserkers can't steer me wrong, right? All right, we got 8-inch move, which standard 8-inch move. Let's see. Sorry, I'm looking through my notes here. Oh, okay, we're up to 8-inch move. That's new. That's awesome. Okay. Okay, so they've baked in that +2 movement there, but save 2 wounds, 6 up 2. All right. Blood surge. It looks. Oh, definitely. Yeah, if they go down to 145 for 3 exalted, I'll take. Yeah, and also 20-man circus squad. 100%. I'm right there with you, my man. All right, blood surge. All right. All right, well, blood surge is slightly different. Okay, slightly different now. In your opponent's shooting phase, each time an enemy unit has shot, if any model of this unit were destroyed as a result of those attacks, this unit can make a blood surge move. To do so, roll a 2-6 and add 2 to the roll, and add 2 to the roll. Models in this unit move a number of inches up to this result, but this unit must end the move as close as possible to the closest enemy unit, excluding aircrafts. When doing so, this model can be removed from engagement range of the enemy unit, or can be moved within, not um, make a blood surge move while battle shocked or within engagement range of one or more enemy units. And can only use blood surge once per phase. Okay. So you're getting D6 plus 2, so minimum of 3, which is nice. I like that. It did suck. Blood surge 1. It felt kind of pointless, but and then we got the war gear. We got the corn, the idol. Um, bloodshed point. Each time this bearer destroys an enemy unit, you gain 1 bloodshed point. Each time you make a Blessing of Corn roll, add 1 additional d6 for each bloodshed point you have, after which all your bloodshed points are lost. Okay. All right. I'm liking there's multiple ways to gain additional d6s for your slot machine. Okay. Because before it was if you were on an objective, you get to re-roll one of the dice. Now, kill, gain a tithe, or a bloodshed. And each time we make the bloods, add 1. Okay. Okay. All right. So here, bolt pistol, standard, plasma pistol, standard, chain blade, 4s, 3s. They decreased the strength to 4. Mm. That's oof. That's kind of an oof. Um, wounding standard Marines on. I mean, if you're taking the Zerker Warband, yes, you'll be wounding on 3s, but having them always wounding on 3s for other Space Marines was very nice. So that kind of sucks. Eviscerator, same stat line as before. 3s, strength 8, -2, 2 damage. Um, and looks like same thing here. So in a squad of 10, you'll have what's it? You'll have 2 and 1 and so on. Okay. Um. The Zerker squad changes. I'm happy they got more movement. The blood surge feels better. The war gear ability is better. I think it does kind of make up for the minus strength, but again, just looking at it from this, it could be completely different when we get them on the table. The Terminators, not not butchers, just Terminators. All right, what do we got here? Deep strike, of course. Oh, 7-inch move. Is that? Are they always 7? Are they always 7? No, Terminators went up. Okay, we have 7. We have 7-inch Terminators now. That's pretty cool. Still at T5. 2 up save, 4 up invuln, 3 wounds, 6 up, 1 OC. All right. Let's go Bloody Fury. Each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack that targets the closest enemy unit, you can re-roll the hit rolls. Declares a charge, the most eligible re-roll the charge rolls. Okay. Sounds pretty good. Let's see. Reaper Auto, Heavy, Combi. Yeah, we're looking at pretty standard Terminator loadout. Nothing special. Nothing like World Eater specific. It looks like. Okay, all right. And hold on. Yeah, we have no. Yeah, nope. Still have no hero to attach to our Terminators. Thanks, G Dubs. Really appreciate that. So yeah, no. Look at the shooting again. Did we get better shooting? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on there. Hold on there. Um, hold on. Shooting again. Um, I don't know. I'm seeing. I'm comparing it to the what we currently have for our Terminator squad, and it looks Rapid Fire 4 combi bolter. Oh, would you? Oh, I'll be damned. Okay, all right, good. Thank you. It hits on 4s. Oh, assholes. Assholes. Okay. Um. That stinks. All right. Again. Yeah, we really do. No, shut up. Did. Oh my God, we hit on 4s. What? I didn't even notice that. Thank you. Thanks Midwest for pointing that out. I completely missed that. I. I. I know. I already looked at the Lord of Skulls. That was the first data sheet we looked at. Yeah, all 4s. Um. when he was at. I'm looking through my data cards right now. I can't find the lower skulls. No, on the rapid fire. Oh yes, no, I did see the rapid fire sixes for the Lord of Skulls. Let's go back there for a sec. There we go. Yeah, rapid fire threes, rapid fire three, rapid fire four, rapid fire six, rapid fire three. Oh yeah, so much rapid fires. Especially the Hades Gatling and the I-Core cannon. Big rapid fires. Again, positioning is going to be super important with this army going forward. I mean, it always has been, but I think definitely now. Again, thank you again, Midwest, for catching me on that stuff. Thank you. Jackals! It's Jackals! It's the guys. Currently sitting at 505. Okay. Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. 480. I think 480 be perfect for the class. The class. All right. Let's look at our jackals. The jackals. Let me bring up their. All right. So we got +1 movement. We are T4 jackals now. I like that. We're up to T4. See, 6 up save still, 1 wound, 7, 1. Alright, objective ravaged. At the end of your command phase, if this unit is within range of objective marker you control, that objective marker remains under your control until you're... Okay, so sticky objectives, they still got sticky objectives. And... Yep, war icon of corn works the same as the Zerkers. Alright, auto pistol on 4s, 3s, strength 3, 0, whatever. Chain blade, we're up at attack, up to 3. Still sitting at strength 3, no AP 1 damage. Paired manglers is a new. We lost a. Wow, we just lost Feel No Pain across the board. Damn them. Damn you, G-dubs. Fuck off. God damn. Shit. Alright. Alright. Also, no abilities on our no keywords on our melee weapons anymore. Because we had pretty much everything except the Skull Smasher prior had sustained hits one. Yep, and they're infantry as well, and they will be battling, which means oh god, you can actually take way more. I forgot you can double them up. 20 jackals. Oh, that's a lot of jackals. You can run, especially in the cultist, in the cult detachment. You can max up. Oh yeah, not battle line unless they are in the detachment. Yeah. All right. Jackals are gonna. I mean, the extra movement's nice. Or the extra movement and extra toughness is nice in a way. I mean, it gives them a little better survivability. But everything kind of remains the same. And I got the printed points are in back, so at the end we'll look at the points for everything. All right, let's go to next is the Hellbrute. The Hellbrute. I know there's discussion on we might not get an Hellbrute because Emperor's Children didn't get it. I think, or someone didn't get a Hellbrute, and there was talks of oh god, are we going to lose ours? So 4s across the board. Look at all those. Which, let me look at our previous Hellbrute. Where's the ants? Looking through my stuff. Yeah, No, we went from like Midwest was saying, we went down to or we went up to 4-ups across the board for shooting. Remember, we're not a shooting army; we're a melee army. I guess. All right. Devoted to destruction. This model is equipped with 2 melee weapons. In addition to its close combat weapon, add 2 to attack characteristics of those 2 weapons. Which originally it was if this model is equipped with 2 Hellbrute weapon fists, the weapons have twin linked. So now add 2 to the attack characteristics. Um, okay, so yeah, I think that's pretty better. We also okay, and then frenzy. In your opponent's shooting phase and in the fight phase. Each time an enemy unit targets this model after that unit has finished making attacks, this model can either shoot or fight. Um, but when resolving the attacks, it can only target that enemy unit, and only if it's an eligible target. Okay. So yeah, still you get to if you shoot the Hellbrute, it gets to shoot you, assuming it could reach you with whatever you have equipped to it. And then same for uh, this. All right, let's look here. So it looks like our number of attacks all went up for melee. Um, let's see. It looks like all skills stayed the same. 6, 12, 14, 7, all stayed the same. 0, 2, 3, 1, 1, 3, d6 plus 1, and 2. All right, so we got more attacks. We got 1 more attack and plus 2 attacks on the Power Scourge. I always ran fists. Having a T12 or a Strength 12 fist on a Hellbrew was always nice. Then obviously Multi-Melta can be replaced with that. Missile Launcher can be replaced with these, and then you can add the Bolter or Flamer onto there. All right. Let's move on. Who is next? We have the Goremongers. I actually haven't seen these guys yet. So we have a 9-inch move, T4, 6-up save, 1 wound, 7 and 1. They have infiltrators. Okay, that's nice. Blessing of Corns, obviously, and lopping speed. Once per turn, when an enemy unit ends a normal advance or fallback move within 9 of this unit, if this unit is not within engagement range of 1 or more units, it can make a normal move of d6. Okay, so you can run away. Okay, you can work with that. That's pretty neat ability. Let's look here. Pistol, standard pistol array, blood harpoon, assault and sustained hits d3, 18 inches, 1 attack, 4s, 5s, 1, 2. So again, always 4s because we're a 4-up army now. Melee weapons, we have a chain blade at 3 attacks, 4s, 3s, no AP 1, and then generic close combat damage or close combat weapon. Um, 2, 4, 3, 0, 1. Let's see. 1 chain blade can replace with a pistol, and 1 chain blade can be replaced with a blood harpoon. All right. Okay, yeah, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. I've already stated I don't like cultist. I run world eaters, not cultist, but I might pick them up eventually. The Goremongers. Chaos Spawn. Oh, nice. They actually gave us an interesting. What models are we using here? We have some AOS stuff in here, definitely. We have some demons and some AOS stuff in here. I think. I mean, it looks way better than the normal spawn, but I really wish they would just come out with god specific spawn. Because the current ones just look like ass, and you're just better off finding 3D printed one. All right, hey, they kept their feel no pain. How nice. And they still get their Scout 6. They auto charge, advance and charge, 2 chaos spawn, d6 plus 4, 4s, 5s, minus 1, 2. Yep. Did they go up in? I just saw them. Roll your spawn. All right, we went up. We did go up to 10-inch move. So I've been noticing they've got by getting rid of the +2 move blessing, they have incorporated that into quite a few of the sheets. So nice, but I still miss that blessing. I'm still going to miss that blessing. Excuse me. All right, who's next? Defiler. I recently got for free, mind you, 2 defilers for free. I've not run them yet. I was waiting to see what was going to happen here. Um, so I've never actually used a defiler before, so I'm not really familiar with this unit, to be honest. Let's look here. I want to look. I want to find the defiler. Give me a second. There it is, defiler. Only sitting at T10. All right, so we got +2 movement, up to 10 from 8. T10, 3 up save with an invuln, of course. 14 wounds, 6 up, and 5 OC. Deadly Demise, D3, standard around. Blessing of Corn, and Scuttling Walker. Each time this model makes a normal, blah, 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 your standard thing. Can move through friendly. Shoot! Oh, goodness, excuse me. Each time this model makes normal, advanced, or fallback move, it can move through friendly monster and vehicle units and selected and sections of terrain features 4 inches or less. And it has a second ability now. Before it only had that ability. It looked like. What's this new one? At the end of your opponent's movement phase, you can select one enemy unit that was set up on the battlefield within 12 of this model. This model can either shoot that unit, but only if it's a legible target. Declare a charge against that unit. Note that even if this charge is successful, it does not receive any charge bonus this turn. Okay, so I can just charge it in to a unit, but it doesn't get strike. It doesn't get a hit strike first. It doesn't gain it. It just okay. That could be interesting. You can put that into at the end of your enemy's movement phase, within 12. So then you can what? I mean, if it's like a range unit that can't fight. I mean, that could definitely put it into a vehicle that has ranged weapons, and you'll be. I mean, T10 is pretty low, so I mean it'll be okay. It's just that's that. I mean, the shoot one I think is going to be definitely what you're going to want to do. Yeah. So right. So if it's not your turn, it counts as ongoing combat. Oh, so you will get to swing first. Okay. Thank you for that clarification. All right. Let's look through here again. 4 ups all the way down. Combi Bolter goes up to Rapid Fire 4. Rapid Fire 1. Defiler Cannon gains Rapid Fire 3. It gains Rapid Fire 3 for the Defiler Cannon. That's nice. D6 plus 3. Went up to a 4-up. 10, -1, and 3. Okay. Havoc Launcher remains blast at 48, or 48 inches, still D6, 4-up save, or 4-up to hit, 5-1. Reaper Autocannon remains gained rapid fire 4. Okay. All right, the Reaper Autocannon. Okay. Okay. Um, and I mean retains sustained hits 1. Threes. Okay, went up to 4. 4, 7, -1, 1. Twin Heavy Bolter. Gained Rapid Fire 2. Twin Heavy Flamer. Twin Las Cannon. Gained Rapid Fire on the Las Cannon. That's neat. I noticed we've gotten a lot more Rapid Fire. Weapons have gone up in Rapid Fire, or weapons have gained Rapid Fire. So let's look at the Defiler Claws. We went up to 6 attacks, still strength 16, still -3, D6 plus 1. I'm gonna get to the Land Raider. I'm scared and worried about the Land Raider, but maybe hopeful. All right, then Scourge, the extra attacks, 3 attacks on 3s, 12, -1, 2. All right. All right. I might run a Defiler just to see what's going on. Oh, the Land Raider. All right, let me get my sheet so I can compare. I should have had these all ready to go. Land Raider. Okay. So, looks like, yep, stat line stays the same. Deadly Demise D6, Blessing of Corns, Assault Ramp stayed the same. All right, Transport. Oh, we got an increase on capacity. Okay, this model has transport capacity of 14 World Eaters infantry models. Possessed and Terminators take up 2. Okay, we went from 12 to 14. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Alrighty. Ooh, alright. Yeah, six 8-bound. Yeah, having a full 8-bound plus. Yeah, that's why they increased it. You're completely right. They let you so you can take the full 8-bound and the slaughter bound. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. All 4s. Not even our tanks are safe. Not even our tanks are safe. All right. Again, we're seeing the standard rapid fire increases across the board. Our Soul Shatter Last Cannon gained rapid fire 2. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay. All right. Still 2s, 4s, 12, -3, and D6 plus 1. Okay. Rapid fire 2 on 24s. 8 Last Cannon. What? Oh, yes, because it has 2. You are correct. Yeah, 8 Last Cannon shots. Woo! Ooh. Okay. Okay. All right, it's Land Raider time. I think before you got here, I am excited about the transport detachment, and yeah, 2 at rapid fire. Oh man, yeah, you're at 24 inches. You're getting ooh. Yeah, no, I agree. We're hitting like guard, except we don't have any orders. We don't get people around us to tell us to shoot better. Um, we don't get someone to babysit us. Um, yeah, we hit like Space Marines. Yep, yep. I completely agree. Armored tracks. We gained +3 attacks to our armored tracks, and oh, they lowered the weapon skill on the armored tracks from 3 to 4, or from 4 to 3. Thank you, thanks G Dubs. I appreciate that. Much appreciated. All right, the Land Raider. What's next? Ah, the Forge Fiend and the Mauler Fiend, of course. Let's see. Let me grab the stuff. All right. Yeah, okay. Forge Fiend was a staple in my list. Just to get some shooting. But let's see here. All right. Oh, it changed. Okay. Furious. Yeah, yeah. Furious Onslaught changed. Okay. Each time this model is ranged as close to the eligible target within 18. Reroll hits. Way better than the inflict battle shock. All right, cool. We have Ectoplasm Cannon gaining rapid fire. Let's go. So we got what 2d3 plus 2 at 18 inches. 150. What was it at before? What was it at prior? Hold on. Profile battle forces. Okay, it went up 5 points. I believe it is currently at 145. Okay, that I mean having it get a reroll at 18, which is also where you're going to be getting your rapid fires at. Um, Getting to reroll to hit all hit rolls. I think that's pretty good. Um, Obviously we're up to 4 ups. Still strength 10 -3, 3 damage. Rapid fire 4 on the Hades autocannon. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. So we're getting base 12 shots. At 18, we're getting 20 shots with reroll to hits. With reroll to hits. At strength 8 -1, 2 damage. I always ran the ectoplasm cannons. Um, I always ran the ectoplasm cannons. I I might start running the Hades just for that amount. That's crazy. All right. Then Forge Fiend Claws. We're up to 6 attacks. 3, 6, 0, 1. And then Forge the Jaws were down. Or no, we're up. Excuse me. Yeah, up to 8 on threes, 7, 0. Or +1 8 or +1 AP here for the Jaws. Okay. Um, Forcing Jaws can be replaced by 1 ectoplasm. Yeah, so okay. So we could still have the third there. Force Fiend Jaws can be replaced with 1 ectoplasm cannon and 1 Forge Fiend Claws. Okay. So yeah, we'll have 3d3 plus 3. Forge Fiend's looking good. Forge Fiend's looking good. I'm happy with the Forge Fiend. Mauler Fiend. There we go. Mauler Fiend. All right. +2 movement. Excellent. 3 up save, 5 up invuln, 12 wounds, 6 leadership, 3 save. Uh, yeah, right. Heaven forbid you shoot a 10-man with it at 18. Yeah, heaven forbid, right? So we have Scent of Blood. Each time this model declares a charge. Wait, hold on. Each time this model declares a charge, that target one or more units below starting strength, add 1 to the charge roll. If one or more targets of the charge are below half strength, add 2. Wait, hold on. Below half, okay. Alright, yeah, okay, so it's changed from hit rolls. Okay, alright. So, yeah, upping to +2 on your charge rolls. Okay. Savage exploitation words. Each time this model makes a melee attack that targets an enemy unit that is below its starting strength, add 1 to hit rolls. Okay, so and then below half, add 1 to wound rolls. Okay, so if you're going into a if you're going into a damaged unit, you're hitting on twos. You're hitting on twos. That's you know that's pretty good. All right. So we have Magma Cutter. Gained Rapid Fire 1. So at 3 inches, at 3 inches, you'll get 3 attacks. All right. Melta 2. So we have again up to 4, 3, 4, d6. So d6 plus 2. Let's see. We have Malarfine Fists. We are up to 8 attacks. Still hitting on 3s. 14 minus 2, d6 plus 1. And then the Lashing Tendrils up to, or no, remaining 6. 3, 7 minus 1, 1. Okay. Um, so yeah, you can replace the Magma Cutters replace Lashing Tendrils with the Magma Cutters, which I don't think you want to or need to. Yeah, all right. Mauler Fiend looking good. And what do we got next? The Predators? Yes, or Annihilators. Predators and Annihilators. I don't have Annihilator. I don't have a Predator. So I've really no experience with them. But let me bring up look at their former sheet here. All right. So we're gonna look at the Annihilator first. Annihilator. All right. Daily, or let's see. Yep. Same stat line all across. Very few stat lines have changed. The only thing that's really been changed across quite a few of the stat line, excuse me, have been movement for certain units. Blood. We have Blood Hungry Annihilator. Let's see. Each time this model makes a ranged attack that targets the closest eligible monster or vehicle target with an 18, reroll wound rolls and reroll damage roll. All right, so yeah, that's a straight buff. It's a lateral, or a lateral. Originally, it was each time this model makes a ranged attack that targets a monster or vehicle, reroll damage roll of 1. So now you get to reroll wound roll and damage roll, but you got to be with an 18. So, and then yes, across the board, boom, 4s. Let's see, and then rapid fires have increased across the board, including the addition of rapid fire. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, it looks like everything else remained the same. Yep. All right, and we got 3 more. We got 3 more attacks on our armor treads. Hooray! And plus 1 weapon skill for that. All right. All right. Cool. Let's go to the Destructor. Destructor. Same stat line. Yep, same stat line. All right. We have punishing suppression. Ooh, it's a completely new ability. All right. We have in your shooting phase after this model has shot, select one enemy unit hit by one or more of those attacks, excluding monsters or vehicles. Until the start of your turn, that enemy is suppressed. Okay. We have that suppression ability um, that we saw earlier. I can't remember where we saw it, but we saw that earlier. So it just comes with suppression. Okay. Cool. Again, same stuff. More rapid fires. Um, Autocannons went up to rapid fire 6 from no rapid fire to rapid fire 6. That's pretty crazy. Let's see. Yeah, it's always equipped with the autocannon. So, but yeah, all right. What do we got next? The Rhino. The Rhino. All right, all right. This is big. This is big. We have the trusty Rhino. I trust the Rhino with my life, honestly. So let's see what we got here. All right. Stat line remains the same. 12-inch move, D9, 3 up save, 10 wounds, 6 and 2. Oh, we have a firing deck now. That's nice. That's nice. We have a firing deck now for our pistols. All right. Meet any challenge. Ooh, this is a. We lost our repair. Oh no. Oh no, we lost our repair. Okay. What do we get? What do we get in exchange though? In your opponent's movement phase, each time an enemy unit is set up or ends a normal advance or fallback move with a 9 of this model, any unit embarked within it can disembark. Okay. Okay. That's you get a free disembark in your opponent's movement phase. Um, you can definitely. Okay, I can see it. I see the vision. I can see the vision here. All right, what do we got? Rapid Fire 4 from Rapid Fire 2. Um, Havoc Launcher. Again, everything on 4s. Everything the same. +3 on the treads. And yeah, okay, I like that. They're even without taking the transport detachment, you still get some transport stuff with the Rhino, which I appreciate that. The Helldrake. The Helldrake. The aircraft. I honestly, I hope with 11th edition when that comes out, I hope we just go back to I hope we just get rid of aircraft rules and just, or at least the Helldrake just goes back to being a normal vehicle. Um, instead of these weird aircraft rules they can't fucking balance. All right, so we have the 20 up movement, 9 up save, or sorry, toughness 9, 3 up save, 5 up invuln, 12 wounds, 6 up, 0 OC. Airborne Predator. Each time this model makes an attack that targets a unit that can fly, add 1 to hit rolls. So we lost Swooping Predator, which was essentially you fly over enemies on a 4-up, D3 mortals. Blah. So we have Bale Flamer. Remains the same. Yep, remains the same. Hades Autocannon goes up to Rapid Fire 4. Thank you. So you're maxing up at 10. On 4s, of course. Strength 8, -1, 2 damage. Helldrake, Claws, Anti-Fly 2, and Dav Wounds. 200 points. 200 points for the Helldrake. Okay. Okay. What was it at before? All right, it went down. It went down 10 points. Went down 10 points. Okay. I have one. Again, it's it's well, it's currently a work in progress, but it's been a work in progress for longer than I want to admit. But it's currently Thousand Suns colors at the moment, so I don't know if I'll buy a second Helldrake or if I'll just use that one. But yeah, let's keep going. Scarbrand, the boy. Yeah. So I'm doing a stupid thing with mine where I'm currently trimming all of the trim everywhere on mine. I dug that grave and I'm I'm laying in that one. All right, Scarbrand, the guy in AOS. Scarbrand is amazing in Age of Sigmar. Um, let's see what happens here. All right, so we have a actually. Let me bring up 305 for Scarbrand. Okay, I am going to let me bring up Chaos Demons here, and let's look at where is he at? Scarbrand. All right, stat line remains the same. It looks like abilities: Deadly Demise D6, Deep Strike. We got our Pack of Blood. All right, Rage Embodied. We have while a friendly demon unit within 6 of this models, add 1 to attack characteristics of the models. Okay, that's cool. This unit declaring okay, declare a charge and all right, advance charge. Okay, cool, amazing, amazing. Yeah, okay, excellent. All right, so yep, it has. Let's. What were its ranged weapons before? Yep, a sail the same, and then our melee weapons 2, 16, minus 4, 6, 16, 2, 8, minus 2, 2. Okay, cool. Scarbrand, he just gets advanced charge. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, oh, wait, did I skip one? No. Okay. Bloodthirster. All right, let me look up the Bloodthirster really quick. All right. Yep. Again, none of these have really changed here. And let's look at this abilities. Demon Lord of Corn. Yeah, I did see that. Have the uppy downy for 1 command point. I did see that earlier. The one thing I was what I really did not like about the Demonkin detachment is that I have to buy an enhancement for my Lord on Juggernaut to lead Juggernaut units. I that should just come with the detachment. I shouldn't have to spend points for that. I really think that's dumb. I do not like that. But okay, let's look over here. Lord of Corn. Friendly demons within 6, add 1 to hit rolls. Like we said. Relentless Charge, and in your fight phase, you can select 1 enemy unit within engagement range. Roll 8d6 on a 4-up, suffers mortals. Sounds good. Alright, we have a few ranged weapons here. We have a Blood Flail, which is it's a flail. Yeah. 1 attack onto strength 16 minus 3 d6 plus 1 and death wounds. Pretty good. We have our Hellfire Breath. Again, d6, your standard flamer, and then Lash of Corn. 12 inches, 9, 2, 8, 1, 2. All right. So we have 2 axes. We have a one-handed axe or the two-handed axe. Great axe. Um, so yeah, okay. So, you know, normal Axe of Corn going at 8, 2, 14, -4, D3 +1. Axe of Corn Sweep, 16, 2, 8, -2, 1. Um, so pretty much Great Axe. We're subtracting a number of attacks, upping strength, and upping damage. Makes sense. Yeah, since you're only getting uh, the the Hellfire breath with that. Um, okay, cool, cool. All right, Bloodletters. God, those models are ugly. God damn. All right, 8H move. Strength. All right, 5 up invuln. They're demons. 5 up invuln. 1 mood, 7, and 1 OC. Okay, they have deep strike. That's cool. Um, okay, so we have abilities here. Bane of the Cowards. Each time an enemy unit, excluding monster vehicles, within engagement range of 1 or more units from your army falls back. Okay, the Battle Shock. Must take the Desperate Escape tabs. When doing so, if that enemy is also Battle Shock, subtract 1 from the Desperate Escape. Blah. Let's see. We have the Hellblade. 2 attacks on 3s. Strength 5. See, this is... The, our Bloodletters have a higher strength attack than our Zerkers. Where did they go? Yeah, I mean we would double the attacks, but more strength. So I mean it balances itself out. There we go. My AP -2, 2 damage. Icon and then yeah, you can either have Icon or a Musician. Increase your leadership by 1, +1 to charge rolls. Best. So you're always gonna want 1 blood that is not equipped to can't be equipped to there. Okay, yeah, you run both, but you want that +1 to charge. All right, next we got Blood Crushers. All right, we have Blood Crushers, 10-inch move, T7. That's pretty nice. 3 up save with a 5 up invuln. That's pretty good. 4 wounds, 7 leadership, 2 up save. They deep strike. Brass Stampede. Each time a unit ends a charge move, select an enemy unit within engagement range. All right, yeah, the mortals on charge. So we have again Hellblade. So we have 2 attacks, 3s, 5s, -2, and 2s. It's the yep. It's it's the Bloodletter sword. Same thing, and then you get extra horn attacks. You know, and then same instruments and icon. So yep, Blood Crushers, and then Flesh Hounds. So we get Flesh Hounds, but we don't get Karkanak. We don't get Korn's goodest boy. Which is stinky. All right, Flesh Hounds. T4, 5 up invuln, 2 wounds, 7 up, and 1. Deep Strike, Pack of Blood. Hunters from the Warp. Let's see. At the end of your opponent's turn, if this unit is not within engagement range, oh, he'll be in the app. Okay. So who else is getting added to the app? Oh, it's because they removed Karkanak and then brought him back, or something like that. Okay, we'll get Karkanak, which will be nice. That we'll get our Flesh Hounds a leader. Yeah, at the end of your opponent's turn, yeah, redeploy. Cool, and then feel up 3 no feel no pain against psychic powers. situation. We get we have our flamer unit. We have our flamer unit. Um, so we have our flamer unit here for a standard flamer. Gordredge fangs. Okay, excuse me. The Gorehound will have the burning roar, and then so we have one range, but we'll have all the attacks, which that's a lot. I mean, we'll get a lot of attacks out of that. So I mean, they'll be pretty good. We'll have to see what Karkanak gives them, if anything. All right, let's next. All right, we have the points. Angron 410. Oof. I'm going to be comparing this to the current app right now. Angron went down actually. I'm sorry. He's at 435. All right, my mistake. Angron went down to 410. Land Raider. Let's see. Land Raider went down to 220. Predator 140. All right. Destructor went up by 5. Rhino went up, didn't it? Ooh. Yeah, Rhino went up by 10 points. I mean, Chaos Spawn went up 10 points. Demon Prince 210, which currently. Oh, wow, they went up a lot. Holy cow. Yeah, Demon Princes went up. But I think it's definitely worth it. Defiler's 245. Fuck, what is even a Defiler at currently? Where was it? 190. Wow. Yeah, maybe I won't be using a Defiler. Holy cow, 245. That's a lot. Again, 8 bound, 155, 310, 175, 350. Um. Oh, okay. So, all right. Yeah. Again, these are the book points. I did not know the actual points had been like leaked yet. Okay. So, turn 85. That's fine. So we're at Angron at 385. Impicatus at 110. Juglord 90. Moe 60. Demon Prince 10. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Demon Prince only being 200. I'm giving you a thumbs up. You can't see it, but I'm doing it. Lure Skull, all that stuff. Let's see. Yeah, Zerker's 180. Gore is 85. Jackal 65. Spawn 80. Terms 185. Okay. Let's see. What is? Okay. Okay, so Scarbrand, assuming I don't know if Scarbrand is remaining the same, but he's the same points as Angron. He might be a little cheaper. Oh, excuse me. And then we have our enhancements. Um, Berserker Glaive still sitting at 25 points, even though it's not as good as it used to be. Um, Demon King, the. All right, so I have to spend, and I know I'm kind of ranking on this, but I have to spend. So, Rhino 85, Hellbird 120, Defiler 180. Okay, 240, 150, both pairs 145. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, I'm sorry. The Defiler, showing the Defiler at 245 here is insane. Insane. 180 is, I mean, probably still not great, but it's something. But no, all right, sorry, back to this. The Demonkin, Disciple of Corn. So essentially, we have the. Why is this such weird? So essentially, we have Lord on Juggernaut costing 90 flesh. 305 Scarbrand. Ooh. Bloodthirsters and Scarbrand at 305. That's fair. That's fair. 75 for blood. Okay. But yeah, sorry. Getting the Juglord to 105 just so he can lead Blood Crushers. It should just come with go away. I don't care. Go away, Epic. I still I still don't like that. But yeah, that is that is that. Sorry, one moment. Sorry about that. I've been talking for like 2.5 hours. uh, but yeah, um, lots of lots of changes. Midwest, you definitely, you know, hit the nail on the head. This is no longer the Unga Bunga army. Where big just hit big damage. There's a lot more strategy coming. There's a lot of changes. Again, I like changes. I when a codex comes out, things should change. You know, a new codex means a new way to play your army, or reinvent the way you play your army. Um, so I'm definitely excited about some of these changes. I am very excited to check out the the Gore Trek the Gore Track onslaught detachment. That I think that was I think the funnest detachment that I saw, and I definitely want to run some experiments uh, lists with that. Um, but no, I think that is going to be it for the night. Again, thank you Midwest War Games for coming into the chat, hanging out, and also giving me additional information. I really do appreciate that. Um, Going forward for the future, I do want to do more 40k content. I do not know if I'm going to do a codex review for every army when as it comes out, just because I'm really not familiar with most armies on like a technical level that I'll be able to give, you know, sound advice or like a proper opinions. I definitely will do for Thousand and Chaos Knights when those get released. Um, but yeah, no, again, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. This was a last second stream. I kind of had this idea while I was at work. I was like, hey, you should react to this because you haven't watched it yet or seen any of this. So yeah, you guys have a good night and